In the book of Exodus, we read that God sent plagues upon the Egyptians until Pharaoh finally allowed the Jewish people to go free. Reading from Exodus chapter 9, verses 18 and 19. Tomorrow, at this time, I will call the heaviest hail to fall that has ever fallen in Egypt. Send therefore and have your livestock and everything that you have in the open field brought to a secure place. Every human or animal that is in the open field and is not brought under shelter will die when the hail comes down upon them. And indeed, dropping down to verse 25, we read that the hail struck down everything that was in the open field throughout all the land of Egypt, both human and animal, and the hail also struck down all the plants of the field and shattered every tree in the field. Well, we read that the hailstones were very large and not only killed people and animals that were struck, but the hailstones mowed down the plants in the field, the crops, and the trees of the forest. The largest hailstone ever recorded in the United States was really a monster. It was about 8 inches across and weighed nearly 2 pounds and fell in South Dakota back in 2010. Fortunately, such large hailstones are very rare, yet even a 4-inch hailstone weighing about a pound and falling from the sky at 100 miles per hour could really do a lot of damage to the roof of your house, or imagine the dent that it would put into your car. Fortunately, most hail is much smaller and due to air resistance falls more slowly. Now, back around the beginning of July, the weatherman was broadcasting a severe storm warning in our area. Late in the afternoon, the clouds began to grow thick and dark, and the wind began to blow the trees, and they were blowing back and forth, and suddenly the rain came pouring down in sheets. And very soon thereafter, there was hail mixed with it. Wow, what a racket it made on the metal porch roof outside the house. Now, hail is formed when there are strong updrafts, and it lifts the rain droplets back up into the storm clouds, higher and higher and higher up into the storm clouds, where the temperature is very cold and is even in summer could be well below freezing. And therefore, the raindrops freeze into little ice droplets. Now, the temperature affects the freezing. And if it is very cold and freezes very quickly, the air bubbles trapped inside the water will not have a chance to get out, and the hail that comes down will be cloudy and opaque. But if it's a little bit warmer and the air bubbles can get out of the water, then the hail will come down as a clear piece of ice. And as you look at it, you'll see layers upon layers of ice that have formed as it has been blown up higher and higher and dropped and been picked up again, back up into the clouds. This particular day, nearly all the hail that fell was penny size or even smaller. They were relatively harmless. But a few were larger than a quarter. As a hailstone adds layer upon layer of ice to the outside of the structure, it eventually gets too heavy to be picked up by the updrafts. And then it comes racing down and falls to the earth. Fortunately, None of the hail that fell that particular day were as big as a hen's egg or a tennis ball. And as far as I could see, there was no damage to the house or to my car. But the mailbox was soon full of offers to come and inspect our roof or to fix the dents in our car. Hail can really cause a great deal of damage. And if you know a storm is coming, you're wise to take a few extra minutes to move the potted plants indoors. Bring your pets indoors. Bring yourself indoors to safety if there are severe storm warnings. We want you to be safe. We want you to know about the things in life that can hurt you so you can avoid them and have a long and wonderful life.